There's an element stuck, which kind of sucks, but we should be able to get up and around. It looks slick, but not deep.
Okay.
So that's what the guy said. So honestly, dude, I think we just kind of inch out and make room for people that might be coming through and get through. We can get through in these, no problem.
Let's do it.
So let's do it.
Do we pull this guy out?
I'm not giving you any more clues, man.
What's up, guys? Back with another episode of Stuff and Things. Zach and I are finally going on this adventure. If you don't know the adventure we're talking about, check out the last video. We played with knives, opened some boxes and stuff, and kind of gave you a preface to what's going on today. Now, if you're familiar with the quest packages that he's been hiding all over the country, then this is something that I've also done on the channel twice before. We're doing this like every year. And I'm going to forewarn you guys that the things that you see in this video may kind of be clues, but also we may be doing some things that will throw you off. So
I'd say we definitely are doing some things that throw you off.
Yeah, we're doing it. I'm not going to mention locations or like anything like that in videos. You can kind of get an idea of our surroundings. You may know some of these places, but that doesn't really mean that you're going to find where this box is. There's going to be some city stuff, some mountain stuff, and the box, for all you know, may be hidden already. This is not going to be a direct to the prize kind of thing. It's really going to be a scavenger hunt. You're going to need at least one full day, if you are really good, to travel all over Colorado to figure out where we hid this thing. There's some cool prizes from Worksharp. I added some stuff of my own, and we're gonna show Zach around Colorado, and it's gonna be rad.
I'm stoked, super stoked.
So we're in a place of Colorado that I've actually never even been before. I didn't know this place existed, and it's pretty bougie where we're at right now.
Oh yeah, so I actually found this place. I was shooting basically a documentary around a bunch of supercars ripping through Colorado for a children's charity thing. So I've only been here under VIP circumstances, so we're gonna find out what it's like being not very important.
We just parked our rigs in this garage right here. Clearance is 7.2, and I don't know how accurate that is, because it was a tight squeeze.
If you have a tall rig, be real careful, or just valet it. I guess for day guests, valet's free, so you could valet.
There you go.
Yeah.
You hiding the box in the bathroom?
It's in the bathroom. Dude, you know what we should do? We should sink it in this lake, and then they have to paddle boat it.
We are at our next location. Is there a clue here? I don't know, there could be.
Either way, it's pretty cool.
Where are we, Zach?
St. Elmo, I think, ghost town up in Colorado somewhere.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We might be. I have some sunflower seeds, which could be a clue.
Maybe.
But it might not be. We found some hitchhikers over here.
Pick them up!
Hey, Lloyd, look, there's some people who want to ride too. Pick them up!
Pick them up. Maybe Jake has a clue. You want to give him a clue or not a clue?
Maybe.
Oh, another hitchhiker.
Pick them up!
Pick them up. What's up here? Old church?
Ooh, Talon, why'd you get the extra salty ones?
They are extra salty.
Why is this in Italian? That's weird.
Huh, it's funny that you mention Italian, Zach.
Huh. You guys are going to be so turned around if you're trying to use this video for clues.
All right, the next clue. Where is it?
Definitely a clue here.
Yeah. So our original plan up until this point was to hit a trail nearby, maybe for more clues, maybe to hide the box.
Maybe. But Zeus and Thor are having a battle right now, I guess.
Yeah, we're doing a mini hike, like a mile, 0.2, something like that. It was just hailing a second ago at the trucks, and we're hoping that it doesn't open up anymore. I will say, this temperature feels way better, dude, than down in the city.
Honestly, if we get dumped on, I'm gonna be okay with it because it's so much cooler up here.
Go get him, Dito. Viewing platform. Oh, the falls are up there.
Yeah.
Rocks it is. Come on, Dito, over here. Come on.
Well, it happened and it opened up.
You spoke too soon.
I spoke too soon.
This camera is not really waterproof. Weatherproof, but it might pass. All right, we're swapping cameras. Going to the trusty old cell phone. You got that nice rain jacket. Okay, we're just going for it. Cell phones can get wet, right?
Oh yeah, they're waterproof.
Yeah, this is great. See, you don't need a crazy camera to make YouTube videos.
You don't. What does Casey Neistat always say?
Use what you got. It's not getting any slower.
We might be getting wet from the falls too.
We made it.
I think next clue is how many raindrops are falling right now. That'll tell you where to go.
How many inches of rain did we get on this date? July 19th. Well, we're done with our hike and we're on our road to our next spot, and with all the rain we just got, we're all soaked, and there's a crossing up here that often gets washed out with flash flooding. So now there's a line of cars here, and it looks like there might be some trouble. All right, so a low clearance car tried to go through and got stuck. It doesn't sound like hydrolock stuck, just like stuck on debris maybe. So I'm gonna cut this line of traffic and see if, one, I can pull them out, and I could probably just drive right past them.
Dude, we got a ride. You see it?
Yeah, I saw your ride.
I just like waved him down. I was like, hey, can we stand on your sideboards? He's like, sure. So yeah, so there's an element stuck, which kind of sucks, but we should be able to get up and around. It looks slick, but not deep.
Okay.
So that's what the guy said. So honestly, dude, I think we just kind of inch out and make room for people that might be coming through and get through. We can get through in these, no problem.
Let's do it.
So let's do it.
Do we pull this guy out?
I'm not giving you any more clues, man.
You got a winch? You look like you got it handled already.
We're gonna try and hook up to the front.
Okay.
I don't know if you have like a soft shackle about
I do. I got soft shackles, yeah.
Great.
Let me grab some. All right, Zach, you're camera guy now.
Okay, I was gonna say. Are we rolling?
Yeah, it's rolling.
Okay, autofocus.
Yeah, just autofocus.
Okay. All right, Talon, what are we doing?
A Raptor right there has a winch, which I do too, but they need recovery gear. I hope I have my soft shackles in here.
I actually think I've got some recovery gear in the taco over here too, if we need it.
Okay.
So let's see what we got.
Did y'all just come down over to like tin cup or? Play stuff, huh?
You got the right
it's just
shoes
like-
for this.
Oh, he's got the Tevas on.
I mean, I've driven through here so many times, and I knew it.
Cool this is. That's why they have that bulldozer there all the time,
Yeah,
so they can bulldoze this out and just keep shoving it that way.
that's crazy. I've seen like water come through here, but never like this.
Yes, it was a detour yesterday. They made me take a detour to this neighborhood back to my camp
You
spot.
guys are leaving. If you take like 162 back up to 285, you'll see a big dozer on the right.
Yeah.
They just keep it there. For
Yeah, they
this
keep it.
place.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happens so much.
Talon, it looks like all your mall crawler accessories came in handy, dude.
Yeah. This is my first time using the gear in the new truck, so. Look at this. It's too clean. It's all brand full.
Dude, here's the thing though. Look over here. It's about to get real dirty.
Nice tent stuff.
Yeah, it's all yours too. You got the short, right?
Yeah, I just got the short on mine. I'm 6 foot, so I fit in it perfectly fine.
Okay.
And my girlfriend's like 5'7", so she has no problem.
Yeah,
with it.
him and I both have that same tent. on
Yeah.
our truck.
Yeah, they're
It's
great
more
tents.
comfortable. Throw one of the little like dehumidifying bags in it. That's all we needed.
Yep.
But yeah, we're trying to save. We have 3 dogs also too, so we're trying to save. Okay, give it a shot.
Is that? I don't think that's hooked up.
Big here, barely
That, yeah, that's
Barely
hooked up
touched
there.
Yeah, Talon.
Yeah, trigger wheel a little to the left.
We're gonna need to hook this up.
Talon's out there in the mud, dude.
Good for him.
Exactly.
Better.
This should be expected.
Do you have it around right now?
Well, see, I just used it. I looped it through,
Oh,
so it should work.
yeah, that might snap though. But here.
Yeah, that was made to get you dirty.
Yeah, I don't know how it's on there, but you grab and take that off.
Dude, it's an Element. They're actually pretty rad cars, so.
You can spray out the inside of them when they get dirty.
Exactly, he's gonna need it. Water's picking up.
Getting shocky. Ooh, that's a clue.
That's a clue.
That's a clue.
Yeah.
That was embarrassing.
Back up, man.
Back it up. Let's try it.
Do I have to move my truck right now?
It's that log that held you up right there.
I know, and you know what? He told me to drive in the tracks. I gotta get stuff out of here.
Awesome. So we've got the car unstuck and everyone is on their way. We just drove right over it in our trucks, which is one of the reasons why we all drive trucks like this. But that just goes to show how dangerous flash floods can be. We just came through that road like maybe an hour beforehand, and it was hard to tell on video because I of course didn't film the part of us crossing that before. I've driven across it a bunch of times, and when you are in the bottom of the gully where that flash flood came through, that could swallow basically an entire car. It's actually a really deep cement gully that they have in the road there. So if you're driving in a car when something like that comes through, you are in battery's dying. You are in serious danger. So just something to think about when you're out there traveling. The guy in the Raptor, his name was Seth, and he actually worked at the hot springs nearby, so he gave us passes to go to the hot springs, which we might do. If you're a good Samaritan, you get good karma in return, so that might be pretty neat. We have a campsite about 10 minutes up the road here, so we're gonna swing over there. I don't have swimming trunks or anything, but we might hang out at camp for a little bit, go back to the hot springs around sunset, and now we can kind of relax for the rest of the night. And I am filthy, muddy everywhere. Flashing forward again, and we are at camp. Zach has been driving around the Worksharp truck right here, and you wanna give us a rundown of that later?
Dude, of course.
We'll do that. Hello, family. Jake has been camping here for a couple days now, so
Yeah.
that's why we have the hub tent and Forerunner.
We had our nephews and brother-in-law with his friends. We had a bunch of people. They left this morning, but that's why it's looking like a Hilton.
I like this style of camping though, where you kind of set up a camp and stay here for a few days. I never do it, but it's nice when we get to.
That's my thing. I like the one-day camping though too, but.
What's on the menu tonight, Chef Jake?
So, like everybody nowadays, we see things on Instagram or TikTok, and so I'm gonna make some Seattle dogs. I've never had them before. Slather cream cheese on the bun, the toasted bun with some Polish dogs, some grilled onions and jalapenos, and that's how you do it, I guess. So
In Seattle.
in Seattle.
I'm not a huge hot dog guy. I used to work at a golf course actually, and I overdosed on hot dogs when I was like a teenager, so I'll still eat them now, but not like I used to. Never heard of or had a Seattle dog before.
Dude, I'm not a huge fan of beef dogs.
Turkey dogs?
I like turkey dogs.
I like Fenway, Frank's.
Yeah. I mean, you can't go to a baseball game without.
You gotta have a hot dog when you're watching baseball. I already set up my whole Tundra setup here. I honestly wish that I had the Tacoma out with me, but there's no tent on that truck yet, so that's why I'm driving around in this truck. I'm running the Starlink, so I also brought this battery, which I talked about on the channel in the past. This is from Fantic. Currently getting 83, 84 watts of power from the sun. I have my Jackery in there right now, powering my Starlink. And then I'll switch to this one a little bit later because I know that one's probably going to die. I generally don't travel around with a solar setup like this, but I was just like in a hurry packing and I threw it in the truck, so it's kind of cool. It would be better if that was hard mounted to, say, the top of the tent. And maybe I'll do that on the Tacoma setup. I'm not entirely sure what's going to go down with that build yet, but we'll cross that bridge in the future. Seattle dog, cream cheese. What is it, a Polish hot dog?
Yeah.
What does that mean? From Poland?
I don't know. I just read the label and I was like, I'm gonna get that.
And onions and jalapenos. It looks pretty good, not gonna lie. One bite. Someone from Seattle will say, that's not how you make it.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm a sucker for cream cheese, and that's good. Ooh, spicy.
Yeah, spicy.
Yeah, those jalapenos are kicking. What do I rate this? Your cooking conditions were easy. If you made this at 14,000 feet and it was snowing, I'd probably rate it like a 8.5. I mean, you gotta consider the conditions into the rating. I'm not a big hot dog guy. I'm gonna say this is a
6.2.
I was literally gonna say 6.2. Yeah. It's good.
I love cream cheese.
The cream cheese makes
What
it.
else would be good with this?
Dude, those jalapenos are hot. Alright, 7:30, we've been hanging around camp, had some of those dogs, and Zach actually brought some sharpeners, obviously. So Jake's knife that I gifted him a long time ago, it's his like first EDC knife, loves it, uses it all the time, and needed some sharpening. So Zach brought some field sharpeners, and we got that thing honed in. Now it's your time.
All right.
Give us a rundown of the truck that's like yours temporarily for now.
Mine for the quest. This is my questing rig.
The quest rig.
Yeah. It's like I borrowed a horse from the king to go on a quest, you know? Well, I want to start off by, of course, I've got my Psy Productions hoodie on. That's
And
the most important
NAF
part.
hat.
And the NAF's hat, right? Gotta represent my set, you know what I mean? All joking aside, this truck was put together by Oregon Truck and Auto Authority out of Medford, Oregon, and this is one sweet build. I actually had a job for a while where I was working with a high-end off-road builder in Salt Lake City, and I've driven my fair share of great builds. This is right up there with them. So basically, like running boards, rear bumpers, all CBI. We've got a wide array of Baja Design lights. So we've got the lights up top We've got Baja designs down here in the bumper. And you know, you've got your yellow field, you got your white field, and then of course, right, you got your regular old headlights. We've got a worn winch with synthetic rope, which is awesome. I've got the controller there in the console. Haven't had to use it yet. Almost had to use it today.
Well, all three of us.
Yeah, but there was another guy with a Raptor pulled up with one, so he got to use his. So we'll use it eventually, maybe. Really, really awesome wrap that we were able to get done on this thing, which looks really good. Got the black Rhino wheels with the Nitto tires. As you can see, these were brand new when I started.
These were brand new when you started?
Brand new when I started.
You got some miles on those boys. Sheesh.
I got some miles on them, so we're probably gonna have to change the shoes out before I'm done. I've actually really been digging the Nittos. On my 4Runner at home, I've got KO2s. I really like those KO2s. I got like 80,000 miles on my KO2s. Like, they were so good. But these Nittos have been really good as well.
We got to get you some Firestone next.
Yeah, some Firestone. That's what I'm talking about. So we got a Prinsu rack. We got Rome boxes up top. These have been really handy. When I first started this thing off, I was just like running and gunning. I hadn't even used them, and I started like stuff piling up, and I was like, I need somewhere to put stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah.
dude, these have been clutch, just clutch. Yeah.
I talked about my philosophy of this truck. Everything's below cab.
Yeah.
My Tacoma, because it's similar to this with the short bed, I think I'm going to have to run boxes. It's going against what I said, but it's a good way to do it.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's with like miles on the road, tons of miles on the road. I finally broke down, was like, I'm using them, and I'm stoked I got them.
And what is this truck? This is obviously a 3rd gen Tacoma, probably a 21.
If I remember right, it's a 21.
Okay.
If I remember right, it might be a 19, but I'm pretty sure it's a 21.
And it looks like it's a TRD off-road.
Yep, TRD off-road.
Cool.
Yep. So yeah, and then coming towards the back, we've got the Smart Cap. I've had Smart Caps on a handful of vehicles. I really like the Smart Cap. I think they're great. I actually had one of these on a Raptor that got jumped, like super jumped, and it had like a bunch of stuff in the Smart Cap, and nothing was messed up, and the cap was like perfect afterwards. So these are tough too, which is really cool. I've got an FSR tent that I've never used.
We're gonna change that tonight.
I think tonight's the night. So I've got over 13,000 miles in the last like month and a half. I've hiked about 200 miles, so I'm just running and gunning. Like, this is literally the second time I've been in the mountains camping. I'm usually on the side of the road, you know, like a, I don't know, homeless person or something. So
I mean, that's your style.
yeah, I'm a hobo. That's what I do. I just move.
You would think like, oh, he sleeps in the cap. No. Where do you sleep in this truck?
Front seat, baby. Let me show you. Just
give us a
just really
rundown.
quick. Okay, so let's say, you know, maybe I drove 400 or 500 miles. I hiked, 15 miles with some elevation gain. Then maybe I drove another 200-300 miles, right? So it's like 2 in the morning. I've got to be up at 6 for the next trail. So I go, I do this. Let's pretend that went all the way back, and then I do this. All the way back. It's about, I don't know, what is that, like a 45-degree angle?
Yeah, probably, especially with all your gear back there.
Yep, that's all I get.
This is it.
That's how I've been sleeping for the last 2 months.
Wow, dude, that's amazing. I've done that in trucks a handful of times, and I don't want to do it ever again.
Dude, I was at your house last night, and I was like, I don't want to break the streak, and so I totally like slept in the cab of the truck while I was at Talon's.
Ashley was offended. She's like, "Is the guest room dirty? Does he not like it?" I'm like, "No, it's just Zach.
Just who I am. Yeah. Just who I am." This has been my first experience with the splitting gates on the bumper. Mm-hmm. Normally, I've had like a single tire swing. I really like the split gate. It is definitely the way to go. If you're gonna run stuff on the back and you need access to your back still, split gate's the only way to go, hands down. We've got a handyman jack on the back, which I honestly hope I never have to use. I grew up using handyman jacks, and they're a bit of a nightmare, to be 100% honest. Mm-hmm. I've got the body armor. I can use it. Don't want to use it. I've got a whole 2-gallon gas tank on the back, which I thought was actually kind of funny with the build.
You need that with the Tacoma, though.
Yeah, but this is the thing is I ended up a mountain, and that 2 gallons made the difference between getting home and not getting home. So I can't harsh it. I just can't harsh it. Full-size spare, of course. And then inside here, this is my system. So I've got to keep my system really fluid, and it's again, I borrowed a horse from the king, so I can't outfit the horse exactly how I want it. These tubs make great way to like move gear in and out. So basically, I've got a garage tub, I've got a random tub, like a junk drawer tub, basically. I got my clothes tub with books and stuff, and then I got my food tub, which is really rad. And then they just added this fridge, and I cannot remember, what is this? This is the National Luna. It's the Luna. So this is National Luna fridge. They just added it because Taylor Martin and Best Damn EDCs had a fridge, and I was actually rocking this whole rig just like peanut butter and honey sandwiches because I couldn't keep things cold long enough. So the fridge has been a game changer. I just had some cold grapes. Oh my gosh, it was so good.
Yeah.
That's why it's still a little messy back here. I just finished up dinner. And then, of course, we've got the bed slide, which, honestly, the bed slide's a bit of a mixed bag in my opinion. I've had other trucks and other rigs with bed slides in them. I like deck systems because you get like a enclosed bed slide, basically. With this, if you don't have everything just right, things can slide off to the side or whatever, and then you kind of have to fight it.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, give and take with little things. That's honestly my only real thing that I like struggle with on this truck. Everything else on this thing is just cherry. And even this is great because I can get to the back. I can get what I need. It's just like a little consideration with bedside. So yeah,
Awesome,
dude.
man.
And then, I mean, we got a built-in compressor. We got built-in lights, like all sorts of other fancy. But that's kind of the basic rundown of what we got here. And I think tonight we're gonna sleep in the FSR tent for the very first time.
I'm gonna force you to. So the boys up in Medford did a great job on this. It looks like a fun adventure vehicle. Zach is actually running the exact same tent that I have on the Tundra, which is the Evolution. I'm assuming, yeah, this has to be the V2 short.
Yep.
So
sure.
it's all black, almost identical to my tent, and yeah, we'll pop this thing up and you'll get some good sleep tonight.
Well, here's the thing: is Ricky from Best Damn EDC? He slept in it. I had a little co-pilot for a couple weeks. She slept in it. I still haven't slept in it, so yeah, we'll get there tonight.
We have all the time. We can set it. It takes 30 seconds, if that, to set
and
up.
it's not FSR's fault that I haven't set it up. It's me. I'm the guy. I'm the problem. Like, this is one of, in my opinion, and Talon, you've tried other tents, so you let me know. I think this is one of the best, fastest tents for take up and put down, and it's comfortable as heck. So, yeah. I've used them
it's
in the
hard
past.
to beat. In Colorado, you got tri-layer and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're sleeping in it.
Okay, great.
Thanks, dude. Looks like the sun. Still pretty dark on camera though. Turn some bed lights on. All right.
Good night, fellas. I'll see you in the morning.
All right, dude. Good night. We've made it to 10 o'clock at night. It's 10, right? Yeah. Luckily, it's only going down to like maybe mid-40s tonight. Not super high in elevation, and it's thunderstorming off in the distance, but luckily not on top of us right now. Are you actually sleeping in the tent?
Yeah, I'll sleep in it.
We were debating if Zach was actually going to sleep in the tent, and he has it popped now, so first time for everything.
Hey, I said I would, so I'm a man of my word, you know?
He's been on the road since like May, and he just sleeps in the driver's seat of his truck. All right, man. I got your comprehensive review of sleeping in a tent in the morning.
All right, dude. I mean, it's got to be a lot better than the front seat, right?
It has to be. Like, it has to. For sure. All right, back in the tent. It's actually been... Man, it's been a while. It's been almost 2 full weeks since I stayed in the tent, and it feels good, especially now that it's summer. It's not going to be super cold tonight. I am a little wet overall because of that hike today, but it should be pretty dry here in the morning as soon as the sun comes up, which is at like 5:56. So it's going to be an early morning tomorrow. We got more places to hit before we round out the video, and maybe some more clues coming your way. Could be a clue, might not be a clue. Today didn't go exactly as planned, but we had some fun, and you guys who are going to tackle this scavenger hunt adventure are going to be in for a good one. You got to be really up for adventures in Colorado if you are going to find this box. So I'm excited for when all this stuff goes live, and I'm hoping one of you guys out there watching this video actually wins the box and finds it and cashes in on all the prizes, because there's a lot of cool stuff from Worksharp, some stuff that I included, and it's a good one. You're not gonna want to miss it. So I'm gonna turn the lights off, get some sleep, and we'll pick things up probably around 7 o'clock in the morning. Good night. What up? What up? It's a little wet out here.
Mountain Dew, yeah.
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
You stayed in the tent.
I stayed in the tent.
Was it good?
Yeah, dude, it's great. Those FSRs are awesome. It was a nice experience to be able to actually stretch out.
Yeah. And lay flat.
And lay flat.
Good morning, everyone. Back with some more hints, some more clues.
Some more clues, not clues.
Could be completely throwing you off, but while we're out here, before we kind of head back towards the town of Denver, we are in what a town in Colorado was like in the 1800s, which is pretty crazy. You guys may have seen me here before, but Zach has driven past here, and I don't think you ever stopped, right?
No, I've never stopped actually.
This one's pretty cool. This one might be arguably cooler than yesterday too, just because it seems a lot older, more ghosty.
Dude, at least 6 clues here. At least.
At least. So come to this building and then go to the right. All right, jumping forward one last time. I know this whole video has been jumping around, but I didn't show you the last part because I don't want to give too much information away. There are some clues scattered throughout this video, and if you kind of follow our path, you may come across some things, but generally not in the right order. And where the box is hidden, you did not see in this video. So I guess the best piece of advice that I could give you guys.
Dude, link in the description, right? It's got to be the link. That's the only way they're going to find it.
Yeah, so like you could kind of use this video as a reference, but we did some things that were a little silly to like maybe throw off the trail a little bit, but definitely start with some of the first clues. Again, linked in the description over on Instagram. Follow Zach and all the Worksharp stuff that he's doing. This one is going to be difficult. My best piece of advice for you guys is to just, one, be up for the adventure and embrace the journey as you're doing this, because I'm gonna guess it's going to take a couple of days to actually find this box. If you complete it in 24 hours, I will be blown away.
Yeah, that would be wild if you complete it in 24 hours. I think it's going to be like a day and a half, 2 days to make this thing happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be possible. So check out the first clue. Give yourself at least 48 hours if you're just dead set on finding this thing. And I hope one of you guys out there actually follows the clues and has a good time doing it and gets to it before the next person. Hoping one of you guys watching this video will find the box. A lot of cool prizes, and if you're not in Colorado and you're not able to kind of join in on the fun on this one, follow the Instagram account. Zach's going to like 38 states.
Oh yeah, I'm all over. All over. Yeah.
And there's boxes in the ground across the country as I'm speaking right now. So hopefully there will be one near you guys. I think that's all that I had.
Cool. I think that's it too. I mean, good luck. Have a good time. That's what it's about, man.
That's it.
Yeah.
So we will announce the winner and stuff whenever that happens, and I guess that's all. So if you guys are new to this channel, consider clicking subscribe and make new videos every single week. As always, thanks for watching. Talk to you in the next one.